Hi, it's Rob over at 289 Sandringham. I've got the handheld shower bar off the wall, looking up at the 4 holes drilled for the original slab here where they cracked. And I went to look, I shone my flashlight inside to see if I could see any mortar around each, in behind the holes, to see if the slab was adequately secured in behind the drilled holes. And here's what I found, and it's very interesting. If I focus my camera, I'll just hold it back a bit so I can focus. If I shine light through one hole, I'm shining it through the right of the 2 holes right now. If I shine it through the one hole, you can see there's a total and utter void between the 2 holes. Now, what's interesting is that if I am aiming to the right, I can see that the light's totally easy to pass through from that angle. Also, if I aim to the left and shine my light inside, then, just trying to line up the light here. Again, on the left-hand side, there's no mortar in direct contact with the back of the slab on the left. You can see the light goes away, the light comes back, but there's no direct contact with mortar. If I aim it downward, you can see that there's, again, no contact with any mortar whatsoever looking downward. And if I look, if I look upward, sorry, it's just difficult to focus over here. If I aim upward, again, there's no contact with mortar. So basically all the way around this hole, both holes, there's a total and utter void of any mortar, any backing whatsoever that's actually holding and supporting the back of this slab where these 2 holes were drilled. So aside from the fact that the material itself is about a 1/4 inch thick, not even, the fact that there's no mortar directly behind these spots is extremely evident as to why when the brackets were secured onto them, when you fasten these 2 brackets, or the brackets with 2 holes through here into the wood behind them, when especially after considering that there was a lot of vibrations when this piece of jamb was removed, the fact that there's absolutely no secure substance in behind the slab here just goes to show why there was very loose, unsupported slab, which was very easy to crack, because basically all that's sitting here is a very thin and fragile layer of slab without anything behind it to hold it in place. You can see when I drilled through, you can actually see the hole. So I'm just trying to angle my light again. You can see the hole where I drilled through, and you can see that I drilled through the porcelain slab. Then there was an air gap before I hit the next material, which is where that sort of dark circle in there. That's where I started drilling through the waterproof membrane and the cement board in behind. So that's over there. If I look through the opposite side, if I put shine my flashlight on the left hole and look to the right, again, same thing. If I take the light away, it goes away. If I bring the light, it comes back, and you can see that that's where the hole that I drilled went through the cement board. But again, there's a big void between the 2. So there was definitely not sufficient mortar in behind this slab from the beginning, which is why these holes that were drilled were so unstable relative to the wall behind it, which actually has solid wood, because this is just floating porcelain out in the middle of nowhere with nothing behind it holding it. And I can't get up high enough because I haven't got a stepladder, but I suspect that the same thing is true for the top holes, that there was insufficient mortar holding behind the holes. But as I speculated from very early on, this is visual and video photographic proof that there is absolutely no direct mortar behind the slab where these holes were drilled, and that, I think, is a big result of why the slab's cracked. Thanks.